Beth Day. We just wanted to kind of reach out to you guys and talk to you a little bit about, you know, what you should expect from your realtor, from the brokerage, from the firm, the support that you require. Raise the bar. So Beth, what is one of the main things that you want to share with our internet world today about kind of the standards of real estate?
You know, one of the things that's most important to me personally is that the agent take time to educate the consumer. There are so many forms and so many things that you have to fill out that sometimes it's easy to kind of glaze over and just sign on the dotted line. But I think a really good agent will be one who will take the time to sit down with you and talk about the ramifications of not only the different ways that you can go about a transaction, but talk about what their responsibilities are to represent you in a transaction, so that you kind of know what you're getting into and
you're not just blindly roaming through the transaction.
Yes.
You should feel like you have support and guidance.
Yes. In anything that you do, it's very, very easy to just trust the professionals. And so I think that that's easy for agents to get a little bit lazy, because you're just like, trust me, I'll take care of you. But really, a good agent will be one that says, no, don't trust me, you need to understand this. So, you know, and a good agent will give you a little bit of responsibility and say, you need to know and understand what this is.
Which in turn makes you better with the next transaction.
Absolutely.
You know, so one thing that really lays heavy on my heart is constant communication. Oftentimes in this industry, you know, there's an influx of transactions, of customers, and so the communication starts to dwindle. You start to just prioritize as far as you know, making the transaction work, but not keeping that communication steady, where the agent is available to you. If you have those questions, those hard questions, if they don't know, they're going to research it. They're going to ask their broker. They're going to get to the bottom of it for you. That way, it keeps your mind at ease. You know, you're making informed decisions, and you don't feel depleted by the end of the transaction, where you just kind of are left holding the bag.
If you're the one doing all the texting or calling and your agent's never really calling you,
something's wrong.
Yeah, find a different agent. Find one who's proactive in the communication.
So, couldn't agree more. You know, so another one for me especially is integrity. And I talk about that this is the platform for my firm. What I employ all my agents and I charge them with is the integrity, keeping it honest, keeping it transparent, even if that means sometimes saying, I messed up, I don't know. You know what? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on, you know. But having an agent that's going to be there and is going to be completely transparent, completely honest, no matter what, come what may, you can trust them through and through.
And that leads to my next point, actually, is loyalty. When you trust an agent, you're trusting them often with confidential information. Things like maybe your financial situation, your motivations for buying, your negotiation tactics and strategies. And so a good agent will keep that confidential information confidential, because they're there to negotiate for you. The bad agent is the one who kind of divulges all of this information to the other agent to get the deal done, instead of keeping you and your side in the best position for negotiation. Once the other side knows that information, like maybe knows what your top dollar is going to be, or if you're the seller, letting the buyer know what your bottom dollar is going to be. No, it can happen a lot, actually, letting that information slip just so you can get the deal done faster.
Right.
In the real estate world, we call that agency, and we actually have a duty that we kind of promise when we get our licenses, that we have what's called a fiduciary duty. Fiduciary duty to protect your interests. And so if I'm the buyer's agent, I'm going to keep your top dollar confidential. And if she's the seller's agent, she's going to keep the seller's bottom dollar confidential, so that the negotiations really do come out at the best spot for both parties. So, we have a promise that we make not only to the Arkansas Real Estate Commission, but to you. And if you do happen to be in a situation where the same agent is representing both the buyer and the seller, then in that situation, they have to keep both parties' confidential information confidential. And that's a fine line to walk It can be done.
Can be done.
If that agent has a high standard of ethics.
Correct. Hope you learned something today. We hope you'll join us on our next go round. Thanks for staying with us, checking us out, share us with your friends, and we'll see you on the next go round.
Have a great day.